Ladies and gentlemen, parents and children, hello everyone. Xin kính chào toàn thể ba mẹ, các thầy cô giáo và các con. Hôm nay chúng ta ở đây để xem một vở kịch nhỏ được trình diễn bởi các anh chị lớp đại dương, các bạn lớp đại dương ạ. Vở kịch có tên là Genre and the Fire of Love. Tạm dịch là genre và ngọn lửa của tình yêu thương. Các bạn sẽ trình diễn vở kịch ở trong cách thức chamber theater, có nghĩa là kịch thính phòng, là cách thức mà các con đã được dùng để học đọc trong suốt năm vừa qua. Đặc điểm của cách thức này đó là các bạn trình diễn và không thay đổi quá nhiều cái lời của câu chuyện, tức là không phải là kịch bản. Các bạn sẽ trình diễn cố gắng để giữ nguyên cái bản gốc của câu chuyện. Sẽ không phải là có một người dẫn chuyện duy nhất, mà các nhân vật sẽ thay nhau dẫn chuyện, và có thể chính nhân vật đấy sẽ dẫn luôn lời thoại của mình. Và bối cảnh thì sẽ là tối giản nhất có thể. Mình sẽ không nhìn thấy những cái background lộng lẫy hoặc là những cái setup mà nó thật là sống động, bởi vì đây là đặc điểm của nó, tức là cái bối cảnh nó sẽ tối giản nhất có thể. Và một yêu cầu nữa, không yêu cầu mà là đặc tính của cái thể loại này, đó là yêu cầu khán giả phải tưởng tượng rất nhiều, bởi vì là cái sân khấu nó tối giản nên phải tưởng tượng rằng ở đây là cái gì, đó là cái gì. Ví dụ có lúc thì cái phòng này sẽ là một cái phòng tiệc và tất cả những người ngồi đó là người tham gia tiệc. Có lúc thì cái phòng này sẽ là một cái căn bếp và ở trong thì sẽ có tiếng ồn ào lao xao của đồ nấu ăn. Nhưng tất cả là tưởng tượng mà không phải tưởng tượng nhé. Và cần có một lưu ý quan trọng, đó là ở chỗ này, ở một lúc nào đấy của vở kịch thì cái chỗ này sẽ là một ngọn lửa rất là lớn, mọi người phải ngồi xa xa một xíu thì cháy nhá. Và ở bên này thì có một con cừu đang được quay ở trên cái xiên, nên mình phải cẩn thận không thể ba con nó. Dạ rồi, và ở trong cái nếu như một số ba mẹ có cái tờ flyer này trên tay, mình sẽ nhìn thấy ở phần này là cái poster các con tự vẽ, ở bên trong này là phần giới thiệu vở kịch là các con tự viết. Ở bên này có bài hát I Have a Dream, là bài hát mà cái nhân vật chính của vở kịch rất thích hát, bởi vì anh này rất là mơ mộng và anh này có một giấc mơ gì đấy và nó sẽ gặp một thử thách ở trong cái câu chuyện này. Và ở một lúc nào đó trong vở kịch hoặc cuối vở kịch thì bài hát này sẽ được cất lên và các quý khán giả sẽ được mời để hát cùng với các con nếu như có lời hát cất lên. Ở đoạn cuối này thì có một bài nữa, một đoạn điệp khúc không có ý nghĩa gì cả, nhưng mà nó là ở trong một cái bài hát ru của người Ireland. Bối cảnh của câu chuyện là ở đất nước Ireland vào thế kỷ 11, 12 tầm đấy. Và câu chuyện diễn ra vào một ngày mùa đông rất là lạnh. Những ngày mùa đông rất là lạnh và chuẩn bị kiểu sang mùa xuân, nhưng mà chưa thực sự sang mùa xuân, cực kỳ lạnh. Bài hát này cũng là bài hát ru yêu thích của nhân vật chính, nên nó sẽ được lặp đi lặp lại rất nhiều trong vở kịch này. Và các bố mẹ, các con cũng được mời để hát cùng lúc mà nghe được cất lên, có thể nhìn vào đây để hát. Và ở dưới này, ở dưới cùng mắt thì là đây là một ví dụ điển hình của một bộ phim, một câu chuyện được kể theo cách thức kịch thính phòng, đang chiếu ở trên Netflix. Cả ba mẹ có thể về và xem cùng với nhau, cùng với các con. Bộ phim có tên là The Wonderful Story of Harry Sugar, câu chuyện tuyệt vời của Henry Sugar. Henry Sugar. Để bắt đầu vở kịch thì xin mời quý khán giả thực sự là im lặng. Tất cả mình sẽ im lặng để mình bắt đầu vở kịch nhé. Các con có thể im lặng trong vòng tầm 1 tiếng được không? Mình cần phải rất im lặng thì các anh chị mới có thể diễn được và câu chuyện mới kể được. Bạn nào mà cảm thấy khó quá để ngồi yên thì các bạn có thể lặng lẽ đứng dậy đi ra ngoài nhé. Và bây giờ thì chúng ta sẽ bắt đầu với sự hiện diện của hai nhà thơ. Một lưu ý nữa là thầy Sơn đã set up một cái máy quay ở đây rồi, và thầy Sơn sẽ là người duy nhất có nhiệm vụ chụp hình và quay ghi hình các con trên sân khấu. Mời ba mẹ cứ tận hưởng vở kịch mình không dùng điện thoại ở trong lúc mình xem kịch, và tất cả các điện thoại xin vui lòng để chế độ im lặng giúp em. Và để bắt đầu thì xin mời hai nhà thơ sắp được trồng vòng ở Ireland vào thế kỷ 12 lên sân khấu để biểu diễn. Thú thật là bây giờ tôi không nhớ tên nhà thơ nữa. Yes, help me please.
Please welcome Yolanda or Colanta and Elaine or Martin
To the stage.
Still a reminder.
It is still winter. We are still in the thick of it.
Chains and snowshoes are still requisites.
Inmok and Candlemas are still to pass.
Round hearts hibernate are stand still as glass.
The tumbling faint song has yet to be sung.
And even the fall spring has not yet sprung.
So lie still a while longer. Let the chill freeze you through.
Warmer days will return in their own time,
And so will you.
and so will you.
Long, long ago, there was a time when the Normans ruled Ireland. They did it by making alliances with the local Irish kings, who had to comply with their terms, or else.
The Normans built castles all over the country, and one of these, a big one, was built at the foot of Ben Bobbin in Connaught.
Where the king was Fergus O'Donnell.
The Norman overlord the castle was a man called Sir Roland Fitzwilliam. Although he was rich and wanted for nothing, he was a world-weary, cruel man. And one of the things he enjoyed most was setting people ordeals for a reward, just to see if they could withstand them.
Many a victim of Sir Roland had met his death in this way. Now, Sir Roland had a servant, a local Irishman whom everyone called Sean because of his red hair.
Sean was a decent minded man, so it was thankless for him to be the servant of a man like Sir Roland. He often wished he was somewhere else, and he westward to the have a little farm of his own,
With cows and sheep, pigs and chickens. But for a man in Sean's position, it was unthinkable.
that didn't stop him dreaming, and he and his wife would often talk about it. I have a dream, a song to sing, to have me home with everything. If you see one dog,
When the fire be lit in the new house, be sure and let me know.
Chandra, that to get home quick, your pigs are channeling the master's gone.
As much as other servants would tease him about it, Sean paid no heed to their taunts and still cherished his wish.
Because life does it, and in winter, cause human persist.
Against the cold sharp glass of hand. Just to see with their eyes.
One day, Sir Roland suddenly called his butler in for something, who knows what.
Good afternoon, sir. What do you send me for?
I just came up with an idea.
Brilliant.
Yes, brilliant idea indeed. Of some special task for someone to do it. Could you, my justice servant, find the one who suits my desire?
Ah, yes, you are the best. Ah, I got one for you.
And who is that?
Have you got to know the red-haired servant that often worked in the garden? I heard he had a long-lasting surreal and elusive dream about having his own farm.
Ah, yes, that poor daydreaming Shanrod. You think he could please me, don't you?
Oh, don't ask him. He's probably dreaming about his fairy pastures.
Maybe he would be fond of my carrot. One morning that winter, Sir Roland stood looking up at Ben Bobbin, its flat top white with snow, and found himself wondering if a man could stay up there all night and still be alive in the morning, still be alive.
The butler came in. Good morning, sir. Your breakfast.
Is this Irish breakfast? Beans and mushrooms again.
Yes, sir. I'm so sorry.
Servant. I just came up with an idea. I wonder then, as I wonder now, if a man could survive on top of Ben Bobbin through the night.
Oh, sure. You're superb.
Then he remembered Chandra's dream about having his own farm, and thinking out loud, he said, I wonder how far Sean would go to get his little farm.
The butler, who was very like his master, told him just what he wanted to hear. Sean's had been heard to say he will do anything.
It was an accident that you were butler to shut a man.
Really? Well, let's see how far Sean's prepared to go, shall we? And he had Chandra called into his presence.
When Sean came into the room, the master and butler were standing there grinning mischievously. What's going on here? Thought Sean.
Ah, Sean, said Sir Roland, affecting friendliness. Take a seat.
Sean looked fearful. What can he want with me? I've never been asked to sit down before.
Sir Roland saw Sean's fearful look. There's nothing to be worried about, Sean. Please sit, he said reassuringly but firmly.
Sean Ross still looked unsure.
Please, Sean, sit when the master bids you, said the butler emphatically.
Thank you, your lordship, and he sat stiffly down.
I want you to help me with something, Sean. I would like to know if the man could stay up at the top of Ben Bobbin all night with no food, no shelter, no clothes, and no fire, and still be alive in the morning. Do you think you could be such a man? If you manage to do it, I'll give you your little farm.
To Sir Roland's astonishment, Sean agreed with scarcely a moment's hesitation.
Yes, I could, your lordship.
Well, so you're willing to stake your life on your fairy pastures? Said Sir Roland with a mocking smile.
Yes, said Sean, for Ben Bobbin is for a sacred mountain, and he felt that somehow he'd be safe up there.
Well, I'm not one to put a man in such danger lightly. So, I want you to go home and sleep on it. And tell me tomorrow whether you've changed your mind.
Wow, it is so exciting. I have to go home and tell my dear wife Maya right now.
That was a joke! Chandra's wife Mara was incensed at Sir Roland's cruelty and horrified that he would upset the challenge.
They talked and argued for about hours.
Long into the night, Mara gradually began to accept that he was not going to change his mind. And it was then that she had an idea. We were on top of the bamboo beneath the summer. Don't you remember, my dear hearts?
Yes.
From that we could see our little cottage. Is that right?
Right.
I will burn a fire in front of our cottage. And you can look at it. And the thoughts of our home, the warmth of our hearts and our love will keep you alive.
Oh, Maya. But Sir Roland said no fire.
Well, it's nearly a month now, said his clever wife. So it will be an immortal fire. It's just that the fire burns all the nights. I will ask our neighbors to help. So that was that.
Next day, Sean told Sir Roland that he had not changed his mind. What a fool! What a fool! He will absolutely die. He has got no clue about what he's gonna do. He will absolutely die.
Soon he found himself in the company of two servants toiling up the mountain.
Toiling up the mountain. With every step, it seemed to get colder, until at the top it was even colder than Sir Roland's hut. As they had been told to, the servants made sure that Sean had no comfort whatsoever, and especially no fire. And they gathered up Sean's clothes as he took them off. They were very fond of Sean and didn't want to leave him in this plight. So they made one last attempt to persuade him to change his mind.
You shouldn't stay here. If you don't listen to me, for sure, you will die.
Go home. Just go home, man.
God will help me. He was resolute.
I help you.
They
camped halfway down the mountain, waiting for him. It was almost dark now.
Sean was already shivering from head to foot. The cold came and pinched and bit him, pricked him with 1,000 little needles. He knew he had to keep moving, so he ran back and forth, jumped up and down, vigorously rubbed his limbs, and all the while kept his eyes on his own little cottage.
In front of which a big fire was already burning.
where he was, it was more like a bright star. But he made that star the center of his world. It was the star of hot love, a sign of everything he loved. And he gazed upon it with eyes of love, and it gave him that hot warmth in return. This warmth was the warmth that the cold could not reach.
And we make do with every intake of breath, just for our lungs to have felt.
More than dirty and dirty, all anxieties and panic and hurt.
And to feel the new air we rent ourselves.
It was indeed the longest night in his life. And so when the light of dawn began to break, Sean, or the chill to the marrow, was still very much alive.
What was that? Is that a ghost?
It's me, Sean!
Sean. They rushed up, threw a warm blanket around him, and gave him a warm drink. Then they put him on a stretcher they had made. And carried him down the mountain. When Sean came into the presence of Sir Roland, this man was so flabbergasted that he almost whooped for sheer joy. But his curiosity quickly got the better of him. And he said, Sean, I must confess I never expected to be talking to you again. But tell me, how did you do it?
Sean, being an honest man, told him, I keep vigil to the fires in my heart. Burn of birthing, birds of flame, forging pain in hand, watching in the night, the voice from the depth of the flame is laughing with me, kindling the numberless star, waiting for dawn at a death run. I keep vigil to the fires in my heart.
I said no fire, no farm for you, out. And he refused to pay.
No farm for me. The Sean was swollen and cold on the mountain. But who was he to get say a great man? Went home meekly, home completely fallen.
Oh, Sean! My dear husband! You're alive! Oh, look at you! How are you?
I'm fine, but sheep, no cow.
No
farms,
no sheep, no cow.
You silly! Why did you tell him that? That is so unfair. He stayed there all the night. The fire is too far. The stupid, cruel, freaking man. He won't get away with this.
But what can we do? Said Sean sadly.
He figures it's a just man, and he heard what the Norman's monster desecrated to our sacred mountain. He will surely have us.
Fergus John was white king. He treated everyone equally and would hear our case, rich or poor, high or low.
Sean and his wife had to wait their turn, but eventually their case came before the king. They told him the whole story that you already heard.
And lo and behold, he ruled in favor of Sir Roland.
The fact was he was
Afraid.
afraid to do anything else.
Well, if Sean and his wife was deeply upset when the master refused to pay, now they feel they had lost everything.
Everything.
Walking out of the king's court, they hung their heads in bleak despair. Now, it happened that Cormac O'Connor, the king's druid, was passing just at that moment.
It was widely said in the countryside that he still has the imbas foros nai,
Imbas Taurus Nai.
the power of vision, like the druids of old. Seeing these two people in such a state, he asked, "What's troubling you two?"
They could hardly speak, but managed to tell him what had happened.
Never you fear one bit. I will do something about this.
Where's my hat? My hat. So it's nearly the day of Immock. Actually, it's the day of Bridget. So, Sir. So,
Sir Roland.
So Roland Fitzwilliam called for all the children in the neighborhood. Actually, they are excellent children to come and sing a song. And the name of the song is, what's the name of the song again? Song of the Bridges Cloak. Now please welcome the children, the best children of the kingdom. Come here, please. Everybody come here. Girls and boys, stand next to me. For your information, this is a song that is widely sung all over Ireland in the 12th century. Okay, are you ready, my little girls and boys?
Was a wise woman we all agree. Some call her British, some call her great. She grew up crying and she liked a joke, and she always wore a wee small cloak. About 1500 years
The king of Leinster had fears galore.
Some bridges came knocking on his castle door.
Would you give us a field by the old oak tree to build a church
For my friends and me.
Well, this minnow king, he gave a roar, saying, "What kind of fool do you take me for? 'Cause no one gets as rich as me by giving the fields to the poor for free."
So rich is mine, would you rent his chest? The land as far as my blood was bred.
The king laughed loudly at her joke, 'cause she wouldn't cover much with her wee small cloak.
To see how far the globe would reach, her four best friends took a corner each.
When she shouted, "Go!" they all set forth,
Walking east and west, and south and north.
The king was so mad and began to choke, and out of his ears came puffs of smoke. And his minnow heart, it nearly broke when he saw the measure of riches go. This passion never fits me. All right. Thank you very much, dear children. Let's go back and enjoy the festival.
So, it was the mock day, the feast day, or Saint Bridget's Day. So, Cormac suggested Fergus that he should invite Sir Roland as a gesture of goodwill. Cormac also put himself in charge of cooking for the great day.
When Sir Roland came into the great hall, he felt all the eyes of local Connors chieftains on him. And then Fergus had put on a show of strength. He was sitting at the high table. There was something on, and there he took his seat uneasily.
The feast began with strings all round, and Cormac played the harp and sang a song.
And when the song ended, everyone looked around waiting for the food to arrive.
But none came.
Fergus looked covered.
But he seemed unconcerned. Cormac sang another very long song.
And when the song ended, everyone looked around waiting for the food to arrive. But
None came.
Fergus began to feel embarrassed. He looked at the counter.
But he's still unconcerned.
Was this some ploy? What is going on here?
Cormac sang another song.
And this time, Fergus could stand any longer. He stood up. He stormed into the kitchen.
Stormy. When he the Herschel and Herschel, usual, as well, a great fire was burning, and along the table, he stormed into the great hall. He shouted at Cormac, "Would you be telling me what's going on here?"
At all.
That's all.
Cormac said calmly, "Well, it's like this. I thought if a fire at the bottom of the mountain could warm a man at the top, then surely a fire on one side of the kitchen could cook a sheep on the other. And he gave Fergus the kind of look you never wanted to see from a druid.
At that moment, Fergus knew what he had to do. He turned to his guest and said, Sir Roland, it seems I was wrong.
You were wrong.
I was wrong to have a rule in favor in this matter of Son Roland and his little fun. I ask you to grant Son and his wish.
His wish? Alright. Again, at this moment, Sir Roland can feel all the eyes of Connaught students on him again. Then he looked, come at old Corneer, the wise man with two eyes dark like two pools, which are drawing me to a watery death. He turned his gaze away, and he said in his word-weary voice, "Oh, very well then.
So Chandra's dream turned out not to be a pipe dream after all.
He and Mary lived happily in their old place and been known far and wide about the hard work of their hearts.
I have a dream, a song to sing, to have me call with anything. If you see the wonder of a fairy tale, you can take the future, even if you fail. I believe in angels, like the music every day I sing. I believe in angels, when I know the time is right for me, I cross the stream. I have a dream. I have a dream. A fantasy.
And that's what we do.
And that's what we do.
Getting rid of the old
Getting rid of the old
to welcome the new.
to welcome the new. Happy New Year!